This will be a full breakdown of a TikTok organic dropshipping store which is doing really well at the moment. It has amazing ads and a terrible store. I'm gonna break down what about the videos themselves is really good and what I would do different when it comes to the store. Because there's tons of money which is actually left on the table by structuring it like this company does. The company name is Tulum Bronze and it's basically a self-tanning spray. So first of all, let's play a clip so you know what I'm talking about.
Our watermelon pan is an essential product. Let me show you why. The scent is insane, but the results are even better.
Very first of all, amazing. The before-after effect is through the roof. Every time when you get a product which actually has potential to have extreme before-after effects, that's amazing. The product by itself, just putting it on, looks like it is extremely good. And that is basically the thing which makes all the videos amazing. The company itself is doing a great job of showcasing that by basically, for example, putting on the tape and actually showing this before-after effect. And also they're great at all the other aesthetical things. Because if you look at the video again, you're gonna see the girl has all their nails done, the background is clean, the lighting is good. Everything actually looks professional and very, very aesthetically pleasing. We need to keep in mind here that details actually do matter on TikTok Organic. Those small little details on TikTok will actually be a game changer if you nail all of them. What's also really interesting about this account is that if you scroll through the account itself, you're gonna see a bunch of videos which are almost the same thing. The reason for that is if you find one format which is doing really well, you need to do it over and over and over again. Because it worked already, you just need to repeat it and it will work again. In a lot of the cases, if you have one viral video, it's super simple to get the next 3 or 4 just because you repeat the thing again and again and again. Obviously, keep in mind, don't repost the same exact video over and over again, but recreate it. The other video which they did, which is also doing really well, is this one. Here again, super strong before-after effect, and again, the reason for that is the product selection. The product itself is very satisfying, and the videos amplify it. Now let's talk about the shitty side of all of this, and it's the store. Because they're actually doing an amazing job at taking money and just burning it. Because they're not having any upsells in place properly. And also the before-after effect, which they're doing so well on TikTok, they completely forget about on their store. One general rule, and it's really important, is whenever you make a store, you basically pretend like the person who went to that store has not seen the ad. So all the videos before, they completely forgot about them. They now only see the store. And if the store itself is not designed to actually convert, it will not convert. Let's take a look. So very first of all, they're not linking to the product page, but to the catalog page. In general, that's fine. In this case, I don't know if I would actually do it exactly like this. Because they just don't have enough variants, I would rather link to the product page and have bundles on the product page itself. But let's take a look at one of the product pages, and it's basically this luxury instant tan. First of all, white background picture without any ability to scroll, no nothing, no other pictures. We just see like a bulk text and that's it. And then we have a few disclaimers like vegan friendly, not tested on animals, whatever. No reviews at all, and then you have the you may also like thing. A bunch of huge issues here. Number one is nothing here is visual. You have a product which is selling by being amazing visually. If you talk about it, it's always going to be worse than if you show what it actually does. Also, this product leaves tons of questions open for objections. If you have a product like this, everybody's gonna ask themselves, all right, maybe it's gonna be too dark. Maybe it's gonna leave patches on my skin. Maybe I will have a rash. Maybe all of the things which you can envision, which are gonna be the reason why people are not buying. And you need to be handling those preemptively. You need to first be thinking about the objections, handle all of them, and then the people are gonna have the objection and then see it and they're gonna be like, ah, got it. I can be calm now. And they're not doing it at all. The number one thing they needed to do is having amazing reviews. The reviews need to be on point here. It needs to be pictures, it needs to be really good text where people say something like, I thought I'm gonna have patches, but it actually worked out that it looks super smooth. I thought that I'm gonna be way too tan, I'm gonna look like a bodybuilder. However, it actually surprised me that it looks just perfect and super natural. All of those things need to be handled on the product page, and especially in the reviews. The second thing here is if we scroll down on the catalog page to the very bottom, you're gonna see 3 reviews, and this is kinda what I meant with proper reviews. However, these look a little bit too professional. Reviews need to be dirty. They cannot be super clean and professional, and they cannot look like this, because this looks like you paid somebody so they actually promote your product. And also the last girl in the reviews is just way too dark, and they also don't have any other options to make it like less dark or something like that, and they don't have any variants. This is really important. If you have a review like this, where you have a girl which is very clearly normally lighter skin, however here she's super dark skin, you're gonna envision yourself being her. If you see one bad review, it can ruin everything. So if some girl comes to the store, sees her, and basically is gonna think, I don't wanna look like I'm part of Jersey Shore, and this is too dark for me, then she will not buy, just because of this one picture. Even if everything else was perfect, if she sees this one thing which looks a little bit out of her comfort zone, she will instantly not buy. And nowhere here, they show you variants. One which is darker, one which is less dark. One which is a bigger bottle, one which is a smaller bottle. All of those things they just don't have. Also, their bundles are out of stock, they're sold out, which just doesn't make sense at all, because you can buy the products by themselves together. Like if you go to the velvet tanning mitt and to the watermelon extra dark tanning mousse, if you combine both of them, you're gonna have the bundle itself, and the bundle is sold out. It doesn't make sense. So on the product page, you need to have a variant. Instead of having like blue, gray, yellow, pink, you're gonna have one which is tanning thing plus mitten, then bigger tanning bottle, then bigger tanning bottle plus mitten, whatever. You need to have multiple variants so people have the ability to buy more. Also, if you're already linking to the catalog page, you need to have ghost products. Products which are not there so people buy, but they are there so all the other products look amazing. If you have one of those tanning products, which is just gonna be super expensive, and then the other ones are as expensive but just now discounted, everything instantly looks more real. Here you need to be aware of your audience. It can also backfire, because if you do this sometimes, people are gonna think this is the premium version and this is the shitty cheap version which I don't need. They basically will think, all right, the super expensive one I cannot afford and the cheap one is bad, and then they're basically gonna drop off. Okay, so you need to be careful with it. However, still you need to have compared prices. I have to keep coming back to this. If you would take one of the most viral videos and just turn them into a GIF, so a moving picture, and put them onto the product page, this would do way better. You just need to have this before after effect where you take off the tape, and that's what's selling. The thing which is selling is not that it's vegan friendly and not animal tested. This is just objection handling. This is for later. This is good, and they're actually doing a good job with those two. However, this is not the thing which is selling. It's just the thing which is handling objections later on. That's handling the problems. First, you need to get the person to want to buy the product, and only then they're gonna have objections. If you don't even consider buying this, you do not care if it's vegan. You do not care if it's tested on animals, because you're not gonna buy it anyways. So whenever people have objections, that's actually a good thing. That means they're thinking actively about buying this product, but they have a problem, and you need to solve that problem. I hope you will apply all of those tips for your store, and I also hope that you will copy ads like this and products from people like that, because it's actually a great example of an amazing product and amazing ad. So if you actually want me to review your store, you can click the link below and actually text me on Instagram. You can basically DM me with your store link, and we're gonna review it for you, and we're gonna be 100% honest if it's bad, if it's terrible, and what we basically like or don't like about it. And also, if you're interested in having a mentoring program with me personally, you can just click the link below, sign up for a free consultation session with me personally. We're gonna find out if everything is a good fit. If yes, then we're gonna get started.